Hi, I'm back. Someone said I should go a little longer. So let's try for 4 minutes this time. My desire is just to keep everyone engaged. I want you to want to hear. So, balance is a word that I used often. As a matter of fact, I had a very loving, supportive, furry friend, and I named him Balance. Because balance to me has to do with being able to meet healthy benchmarks, understanding that when we have skill levels that gives us the opportunity to have a place to stay, maintain a job that supports that place to stay, have a car that's reliable. These issues in our lives that we take just sometimes for granted, and when we find ourselves not being able to accomplish this level of balance, we don't always understand that it may be something a little bit more severe. And it's sometimes easier if we look out of ourselves and look at people in our lives. So let's just say we're not talking about you, but we're talking about somebody that you know. This person, be it a friend or even a family member, tends to always be just a little off balance. They are not able to meet their commitments. There's a term in our society our community, that we call living from check to check. When that happens, it's not always a financial issue. Oftentimes, it has to do with a money management issue. And when we look at understanding what mental stability is, it goes into all of those segments of our lives. Because when we are able to manage our lives, we're mentally sound. We understand that it takes XYZ to manage our lives. But when we find ourselves not able to be stable and are somewhat transit, it may be because we need to go and get some level of a mental health assessment to understand what might not be functioning at a healthy level. And this is not anything that has to do with anything being wrong with the person that we're talking about. What it has to do with beginning to understand that all of us left home with what we left home with. And at a certain point in our functioning, we may be, it may be necessary that we go back and we revisit the tools that we left home with. Because for most of us, and I absolutely include myself in that, what we left home with, take me for example, let's leave the other person out of it. I left home at 17. I had no idea how little I understood about the world. My parents had no idea of how little I understood about the world. So when I left, I really thought I understood. And it was life and life's experiences that began to show me how little I understood. That's my 4 minutes. I'll be back. Fit, fierce, and over 50. We're demystifying mental health. Greetings. This is Colina with a public service announcement. In every county in Georgia, there is a Community Service Board, CSBs. The Community Service Boards are there to support the residents of the counties as it relates to mental health care, medical health care, and dental care. And they also provide a variety of other services. And it's a very good Resource Center also. The Community Service Board, CSBs. This is a public service announcement. Fit, Fierce, over 50.